Hello. Welcome to Fundu Tester. Today we are going to discuss about an amazing tool for a testers, and it is helpful for a manual as well as automation testers. And using this tool, we can record steps of any test scenarios, and we can use those test steps while raising a defects, or we have to write a test cases. There we can use the test cases, or apart from that, for example, let's say we are working on acceptance criteria. There we can use the steps, and apart from only just the test steps, we will get a pre-recorded XPath CSS selectors, and we will also get a screenshot of a scenario. So let's discuss about Test Case Studio without any ado. And before moving forward, don't forget to like and share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe Fundu Testers.
Camera rolling, action.
And here you can see all the information is available for a Test Case Studio, and this is basically an extension on a browser, and this is available for multiple browsers like a Chrome, Firefox, Edge. There are a number of browsers are available. So here we are going to install on a Google Chrome, and you can see there are multiple how to use it and what is the purpose, and there are tutorials for a Test Case Studio available on this particular website as well. So later on we will discuss those as well. On clicking on the install button, I will be navigated to a Chrome web store, and here I have to simply add on a Chrome and add extension. So once extension is added, basically I need to click on the extensions, and I can see here extension is being added, and if I click on the pin, then I can see on the top extension is being added. So I'm clicking on an extension, and here you can see this is how it looks, and basically we have to simply start recording and stop the recording. So here, apart from we as discussed, it is recording steps, it is recording data, it is recording expected result, XPath, CSS selector, and screenshot. Apart from, there are various options available. For example, let's say I want a XPath based on the ID or a name or particular XPath I'm looking for my website. So there is an option to set attributes, and using that we can select a text, ID, or whatever the things we wanted to filter, we can simply do that. And apart from screenshot, if I want to use a screenshot, then I can turn it on, else I can turn it on. So it is so pretty easy to use Test Case Studio. And here, without any much ado, let's get into a recording part. So here there is a first button to click to stop recording and click to start recording. So here I'm clicking on a start recording. Basically it has started recording. So here you can see recording has started. I have clicked on the start recording, and there is option of click to stop recording. So for a demo purpose, we are going to a Flipkart website. I'm clicking on a flipkart.com, and here we are going to search, for example, let's say iPhone 11, and we have entered the data. We have clicked on a search bar, and we have entered the data, and we are selecting a first element, which is any whatever phone is displaying. We are going to click on that, and we are going to click on go to cart. So basically it is added to the cart, and we are going to update the quantity. So it is showing 3. We are going to make it as a 1, and later on we are going to remove, and we are going to add second phone now. So we are going to again second phone and add to cart, and again we are navigating to the cart, and this insurance I am looking for, so I am going to click on add item. Now we are going to set a delivery address. So I am going to click on a delivery, enter delivery pin code. So I just need to check if it is available or not. So these are the steps we have performed. If it is an end-to-end scenario, then we have to enter the payment option, address, and all these things, and we have to place a order. But just to check whether it is recorded or not, so again I'm going to a Test Case Studio, and we can see it has recorded all the data. So now I'm stopping the recording. So recording has been stopped, and now it is showing a open website, and data is a flipkart.com. Apart from, click on the iPhone 11, click on the Apple 11, and this go to cart, click on plus or minus, minus plus, click on remove this. So these all the options we have performed, and here it is recorded all the X path. So for this element it has recorded the X path, for this element it has recorded the X path, for all the each and every actions it has recorded the X path. And apart from we can see the screenshot here as well. So for each and every activity here I have increment or decrement the product. So we can see it has clicked on this minus button, so minus button is highlighted here. And if I go to the next button, so like this, all the screenshot activities has been recorded. And apart from, we can alter the steps or we can delete the step. For example, here this is 2 times, and in real purpose, let's say we are going to remove anything or we are going to add anything. So let's say I want to delete this step because it is again automated recorder, and sometimes we are have to update the data, so we can delete here. Or let's say I want to add something, so I can add here, and basically I can write something, navigated to X field, and here some random X path, whatever value we wanted to do apart from the pre-recording. So we can do that. ID is equal to name, so X path I have added, and this is how it works. And apart from that, we can download the file and we can execute on it. Apart from, we can download the data. So if I click on the test cases, so now it has downloaded 2 files. One is a zip file and one is a XLS file. So if I'm going to open XLS file, this is how it looks. This is how it has downloaded the data. We can see the selector hub is not quite meaningful, or it is very long thing, but XPath we can use. And apart from, it is given all the steps, and apart from, it has downloaded the all the screenshots. So if I'm going to extract a screenshot folder, then I can see all the screenshot has been recorded here. Open the website.jpg, like that appropriate name it has saved. And if I am looking for particular scenario, then I simply need to come to this folder and I can use this particular screenshot. And it is also highlighting whatever the things I'm going to perform. For example, let's say I have I have clicked on enter delivery pin code, so it has highlighted this. And again, for example, for this I have clicked on a minus button to, or hyphen button to decrease the quantity. So if I click here, we can say it has highlighted this particular button. On particular field or particular button or particular text bar, we have performed any activity, so everything will be highlighted. If we are going to do the manually, then we have to capture the screenshot, and later on we have to highlight, and it will take 1 or 2 minutes. But this tool is going to do free and automatically without any hustle. And for dedicatedly, let's say you are an automation tester and you are writing so many script day by day, so here there is one more fruitful feature for you. For example, here there is option to set driver command. So if I click on this, and it is giving me a driver.find element by XPath and particular value. So let's say, for example, for my script I am using like this, and here I have to update the data. So for example, XPath value, and here I am writing a XPath value here, and this I am going to delete. So this is my step. This is how we used to write in a page object model or a Selenium script. And now if I'm going to record the stuff, then I'm going to a practice page here, and there is option to sign up form. So on a username field I am entering a Nishant, on a password field I am entering a test password, company I am entering a Fundu Testers, mobile number I am entering 98989898. so some random data I am entering, and this step must be recorded. So if I'm going to again here, and now I'm going to stop the recording. So now you can see I have executed few steps like open website, practice page, enter Nissan to enter email, enter password. So it is again, you can see the beauty, how beautifully it has developed. If I have entered the password, then it is encrypted. So this is the beauty of a TestCase Studio. And here I have entered a company and all these things basically I have entered, and it has recorded as a script So if I'm going to copy all the X path, so there is option, if I am looking for only X path, then I can copy only X path, or selector hub, I can copy only selector hub instead of downloading entire bulky file. And here I'm going to copy the X paths. So I have copied all the X path. I'm going to a notepad, and here I have pasted the data. So now you can see it has beautifully captured all the elements. So here basically the steps we have given, similar way it has recorded everything, but there is a one small problem here. It is not updated the element name, so that we can update the manually. So this is a practice page. So similar way, it will take very less time to just update this particular element name. But here let's say we have a 50 element or a 30 element or 25 elements, so you can understand the pain, how much time it is going to take. But using TestCase Studio is simply like this. We have to perform few clicks, few activities, and we will get a page object model. That script is ready. This is amazing, right? So this is how we can use a TestCase Studio, and pretty amazing tool. I recommended every manual tester as well as the automation tester. It will be useful somehow for you all. And main part is it is a free as well. No need to pay anything for this amazing tool. So that's it about this video. I hope you like the content, you like a new tool, and don't forget to like and share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Fun Do Testers.